Friday Night Football is brought to you by iwantsmart.com, local HVAC experts. Welcome to Friday Night Football on 13 WREX, your sports authority.
It's time for a Week 3 edition of Friday Night Football. A Nick 10 battle takes center stage with a share of first place on the line. Plus, the Big Northern battle is heating up with some big matchups, and some NUIC teams are trying to stay unbeaten. Get your hard hats ready. We're going to work on Week 3. F&F starts now.
Well, welcome to a Week 3 edition of Friday Night Football. I'm Derek Bain. He is Eric Graver. After this week, we're a third of the way through this young season.
And conference races are starting to take shape, and our game of the week features two Nick 10 teams tied for the conference lead heading into this game.
Friday Night Football's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Feldco.
Boylan and Belvedere North looking to battling. We've got two undefeated teams. It's a ranks that got the unbeaten. The Blue Thunder, they would get on the board first. Check out this rushing TD from Maddox Gillenswan, the quarterback. Big crowd tonight, and that got him into this one early. Great crowd out there. Boylan turning on the passing game, looking to respond. Connor Dennis connects with his stud receiver, Mark Harris. He's got nothing but grass in front of him. Big celebration after. Late in the second quarter, all tied up at 7. Boylan goes up a touchdown, and it is 14-7. Going into the half with that Mekhi Glover rushing touchdown. Things, they get crazy in the third quarter. North tied it up on a kick return, and Boylan's first drive, Nick Winters snags it on the deflection. North scores 2 touchdowns right out of the gate. They don't even run an offensive snap. Titans, they need to respond again in the red zone. Dennis goes back to his favorite target. Harris catches it in traffic, hits him with the karate pose, all tied up at 21. But then North, they want to show they can still score on offense too. It's tricked me this play. I couldn't find him at first. Nico Bertoliono with the long touchdown run. It was just a crazy second half out there. Boylan would respond with another rushing TD of their own. Glover is back in the end zone. It'd be all tied up at 28, but then the scoring, it would slow down. North, they would go by a field goal, get the upset win, 31-28.
Big win for the Blue Thunder. The only other game in the Nick 10 tonight, East taking on Belvedere. First quarter, the E-Rabs with the ball, but Mekhi Matthews going to air it out to Jameer Williams in the end zone. The rare pass from the E-Rabs, and that's a touchdown, putting them up 6-0 early. Very cool moon over the horizon in Rockford. The Bucks with the ball down late in the first, and this pass, well, East all over it. Prentice Wynn with a nice pick, and he's going to get a pretty good run back as well. Follows his blockers, gets into the red zone for his team, and they're trying to go to the air again, but this time Belvedere's D comes through with a nice pick. Jason Dean gets that toe down. Nice toe tap for the interception. Ref giving him the confirmation. Not enough though. E-Rav's Malik Gordon powers in for the score. East gets the win, 36-6.
Move to some 8-man football. South Beloit hosting Christian Life. The Sobos kick things off with a little quarterback keeper. Caden Myers runs it all the way through for the score. Some nice vision from the quarterback there. Christian Life, they're going to be on the goal line. They're going to do the same thing. Josh Burkett runs it on the quarterback keeper. Common theme here is the quarterback keepers.
Hold on to that ball if you can, right?
Yes, sir. And Sobos with the ball again. Caden Myers keeps the ball again, rushing for the big gain before being taken down. It's a nice run from him. Sobos hand it off to Lawrence Koska. He's going to take that in for the rushing TD, and South Beloit rolls 62-8.
And a Stevenson County showdown between Aquin and Orangeville with a 5 o'clock kickoff time in this because the refs were pulling double duty. Orangeville's Blake Folgate breaks free for the touchdown run. The Broncos jump out to an 8-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. Bill Shepard, not too worried yet, coaching up his Bulldogs, and Aquin answers right back. Aiden Wolf, hungry like the wolf for some passing yards. He finds Reed Pearson, who does the rest, sheds a would-be tackler, follows his blocker across the middle of the field, turns it into a 55-yard touchdown reception to make it 8-6, and the Aquin fans happy about that, but the Broncos knocking on the door again. Aquin's D comes up big. Braden Jackson forces the fumble. Reed Pearson recovers, and just a few plays later, Adam Auerter takes this handoff, and he goes 44 yards, capping off the 99-yard drive, giving Aquin the lead. But the Broncos, they give it to Blake Folgate again. He powers his way in for another touchdown. This one's all tied up at 14 after one quarter, and the Orangeville fans, they're fired up on a hot one. Aquin goes to the air again. How about Aiden Wolf to Reed Pearson? They connect again. This time, another touchdown. Yeah, a lot of passing in this one from the Bulldogs. They retake the lead, but back and forth they go. Here comes Orangeville's Blake Folgate. His third touchdown run on the change of direction makes it 22-20, but the Bulldogs' aerial attack, they couldn't slow it down. Wolf to Pearson again across the middle of the end zone. Aquin pulls away for the 60-26 win. Now still to come, we head to the Big Northern Conference where teams are trying to stay in the hunt for a conference title. We'll have more highlights coming up when F&F returns right after the break. Byron and Rockford Lutheran have both split their first two games in the Big Northern Conference. The Tigers and Crusaders clashing at Everett Stein Stadium, trying to move to 2-1. Byron picking up the second half with a big lead. They expanded even more. Carson Bain gets the short touchdown run as they get that lead up. Sean Considine coaching up the defense. Lutheran trying to respond. It's Arlen Moore Jr. reversing field. He's trying to cruise down the sideline and hurdle the defender before finally getting taken down. Tigers defense, here they come. They step up, stuff the run in their tracks there as the Satyrs struggling to move the ball. The fans loving that in the neon theme. The Tigers still pouring it on here. Everett Wickman splitting the Lutheran defense. He cruises to the long touchdown run as Byron building up a big lead in the fourth quarter as they're putting this one away. The cheerleaders, well, they had a lot to cheer about in this one for the Tigers. Crusaders not going away quietly, though. King Hughes loading up. He finds Mason Villafuerte for the big gain down the sideline. And it's Hughes again rolling out. He finds his man in the end zone to get the Satyrs on the board, but Byron rolls in this one, 45-6.
Noah Kingston hosting North Boone and other Big Northern action. Vikings come out strong. It's a 10-yard pass from Chandler Alderman. Fellow senior Adrian Raby puts North Boone up 7-0 early in the first. His teammates, they like that play, and a lot of the fans like it out there too, making the journey to Genoa. The Cogs, they don't waste any time answering though. The first play on their drive, Nathan Kleba makes a 65-yard connection with Brody Engel, dancing on the sideline and getting all the way to the end zone. That's a great throw and catch. It gets the Cogs mascot going as the home team knots things up at 7 apiece. And on the next drive, Vikings looking to get back in the end zone, and Brandon Becker makes the catch but loses it on the tackle, and it is the Cogs senior, Connor Grimm, who takes it to the house. Cogs move to 3-0 on the season with a big win at home, 41-19.
Stillman Valley trying to stay unbeaten, taking on Ogle County rival Oregon. Oregon driving to start their first possession. Look for some trickery on the reverse, but Stillman ready for that one, and they stuff it. Mike Lawler getting his offense ready, and here they come. They wouldn't take long to get moving. It's Porter Needs. He gets the ball around the outside, and he cruises down for the big gain before he finally gets brought down. The Cardinals would score on that drive, and the fans, they were having plenty of fun in Stillman Valley, and they go back to the well again with Needs yet again. He needs the rock, so give it to him. He flies to the outside, another big gain. Just when you think he's caught, he puts on the moves and cruises in for the big score. How about that? Porter Needs making some plays, and things happen for his team, and the mascot liking that. The defense, they were making their voice heard on the sack fumble. Stillman rolls to 3-0. They beat Oregon 41-6. And we got more football still for you. The NUIC with some good matchups, including a battle of unbeatens. More highlights when F&F returns after the break.
Get things started with little Fulton and Dupac first place action. Start in the third with Fulton handing the ball off to Joel Ford. He runs it up the middle before the big stop by the Riverman defense. Later in the drive, Fulton hands it again to Ford, who runs it in for the touchdown to put the Steamers up 17-14. Dupac now with the ball, and Cooper Hoffman throws it to Ryan Eads. He comes up with the interception. Fulton fans and coaches, they're liking that play there. It was a great game out there, and the Fulton Steamers, they would go on to win it 31-22.
Big win for them. LenaWinslow trying to remain in a share of first place, taking on Galena, and Gage Dunker takes the handoff up the middle, and he powers in for the score and a 6-0 Panthers lead. Rick Aaron coaching up his squad, and Lee Wynn, well, they're playing some D. Not fooled on the screen here. Jace Flynn all over it as he drives his man out of bounds. Watch out, coming right at you there. Gage Dunker then in for his second touchdown of the game to make it 14-0 after a 2-point conversion. That has the cheerleaders putting in lots of work in this one, doing some stunts, and here they come. It's LenaWinslow staying perfect with a 46-0 victory. And Dakota and Stockton both looking for their second win of the season. The Indians' first drive, They go to the fullback, Thomas Bowman. He plows in for the touchdown and a 6-0 lead. The small but mighty cheer squad for Dakota showing their support. Stockton trying to answer. Carl Hubb gets it across the goal line. The ref throws those hands up. It's a 7-6 Stockton lead in this one. Dakota then goes to the pass. Caden Niedermeyer hits Adrian Arellano. The A-train is running through Stockton. He takes it all the way for the touchdown in a 12-7 Dakota lead. He's fired up. He had a big night as Dakota comes away with the win, 34-20. Now, we scoured the area looking for the best football action. Only one can be our play of the week, Eric.
Yeah, and it was a great upset win in our game of the week. Nick Winters on the deflection with the pick six for the touchdown. It was a great game out there tonight.
We'll have more Friday Night Football for you coming up next week for Week 4. Thanks for watching.